is the Coros Pace 2 a good running watch? Let's run with it. Today, we take the Coros Pace 2, my new running watch, on its first run. So, I bought a new running watch, the Coros Pace 2, and before we get into the Coros Pace 2, let's talk about why I wanted a new running watch. I've been running with the TomTom Spark, maybe the Spark 2, since 2017. I bought it on sale for $100. It's been a great GPS watch for me. I've used it for cycling and running. But what it lacked is a heart rate sensor. And the more I've been running, the more interested I've been in knowing my heart rate, at least knowing it. And then deciding whether to do heart rate training is kind of where I'm gonna decide the next steps. But knowing heart rate is an important thing for recovery and knowing your effort. So we'll see what happens from that. So basically the only thing I wanted different from my TomTom was to have a heart rate. And pretty much any modern running watch, Apple Watch, has heart rate sensors nowadays. So how did I pick the one I picked? Well, I was gonna get a Garmin. I don't know which model. Maybe the Polar Vantage M or V. But the things that they didn't have wasn't always on screen. My TomTom, the screen was always on. And that's super cool. You could have the watch on the table and just glance over, see the time. My wife can just look at me across the couch or the car or whatever, see the time, didn't have to ask me to raise my wrist. So that was one of my deciding features. And when I saw Coros announced the Pace 2 with an always-on display and an excellent battery life, that was sort of it. Now the other nice thing about Coros that they do differently than Garmin or Polar or whoever, Suunto, is they do the Apple approach to software updates. So any update they put out goes to all their devices regardless of age or model. Apple does that as well with like iPads and iPhones. Some of the other guys do the Samsung approach, where not every watch gets the latest updates. And so they're trying to get you to upgrade your watch rather than get bought into the ecosystem the way Apple does. So good on Coros for doing that. So that's really it in terms of why I bought this watch. It's not because I have hatred towards another company. I didn't do a ton of research in terms of what sets them apart. I didn't have a big list of needs. I wanted a GPS watch that tracked my heart rate for a low price with an always-on screen. And so this watch checked those boxes. $199, which is cheap for a GPS running watch. And that was sort of it. We'll do a technical review in a different video. Today is just sort of why I bought it and a first run with it. And so far, my heart rate's higher than I want it to be, so I'm gonna slow down. All right, we are 2 miles into my run. My heart rate's about 150. I'd like it to be lower, but that's okay. But I just wanted to share this view with you. Oh, thank goodness. Leaving the road is so nice. I'm on this trail that winds around the lake. You can see the beautiful woods behind me. It's a good trail. We'll come back in when it's time to see the lake. I discovered this trail on Thanksgiving. Can you see the lake yet? We'll wait. So just to recap, a GPS watch is a GPS watch. As long as it tracks your distance and syncs to Strava, it'll probably be fine. If you want other data, like heart rate, then that might determine which model you pick. And then beyond that, in my opinion, it's just style and features. And some point in the future, soon, we'll go over the specs and features of my new Coros Pace 2. But for now, it's done a great job. We are now 4.3 miles in. Nothing but good things to say. So thanks for coming along, and I will talk to you again soon. Keep running. Day 71. As always, thanks for spending a little bit of your day with me. Today we ran with the Coros Pace 2 for the first time and completed the 71st consecutive 5K. Stick around, we'll have more videos coming soon. In the meantime, don't be afraid to run with it.